It's January 21st, 2007. The RCA Dome is shaking. The Colts are down 21-3 to the Patriots. Everything, a decade of heartbreak, the Peyton versus Brady rivalry, the doubts, is on the line. And then, it happens. A juggling sideline catch keeps the drive alive. Dwight Freeney explodes off the edge, forcing Tom Brady into chaos. Marvin Harrison works his magic to stretch the defense. And Peyton Manning, the man under the most pressure in NFL history, marches the Colts all the way back. Final score, 38-34. The Colts are headed to the Super Bowl, and the city of Indianapolis will never be the same. That comeback wasn't just a win, it was the defining moment for four legends who carved their faces into Colts history forever. Three names you know right away, but the fourth? He was the glue, the clutch catcher, a player who stepped out of the shadows to become one of the most respected and clutch performers in franchise history. We'll reveal him in just a bit, but first, Colts fans, you might want to grab some tissues because we're going on a trip through the glory years of the horseshoe. Hit that like button, drop your Colts Mount Rushmore in the comments, and subscribe so you never miss another sports story that hits harder than a Freeney spin move. Let's start with the sheriff, when the Colts drafted Peyton Manning first overall in 1998, they weren't just getting a quarterback, they were getting a franchise savior. From 98 to 2010, Peyton started every game. 11 Pro Bowls, 4 MVPs in Indy, a Super Bowl win. He didn't just run the offense, he was the offense. Calling audibles at the line, changing plays on the fly. Defenses had no idea what was coming. 2004, 49 touchdown passes, breaking Dan Marino's record at the time. From 2003 to 2009, the Colts averaged over 12 wins per season. Nobody's done it like that since. And the rivalry with Brady, it wasn't just two quarterbacks, it was two eras colliding. Peyton's breakthrough in that 2006 AFC title game. That's why he's on this mountain. Speaking of perfection, the next man on our mountain had a connection with Peyton that was as close to perfect as football gets. Marvin Harrison didn't talk much. He didn't need to. His hands did the talking. 8 Pro Bowls, 3 first-team All-Pro selections, and the NFL record for most catches in a season, 143 in 2002. And then there's the chemistry with Peyton, 114 touchdown connections, and an NFL record that still stands. Their connection was so automatic that coaches often let them draw up their own routes mid-game. That's playground football at the highest level. Marvin's work ethic was legendary. He'd be the first in, last out, no interviews, no drama, just greatness. And if you don't think he belongs here, you probably didn't watch enough 3rd and 8 conversions in Indy. But while Marvin and Peyton lit up the scoreboard, the Colts needed someone on the other side of the ball who could shut down any quarterback's dream. And that's where our next face comes in. Every offensive tackle in the 2000s had the same nightmare, trying to stop Dwight Freeney's spin move. 7 Pro Bowls, 3 first-team All-Pro nods, the Colts' all-time sack leader until Robert Mathis passed him, and 47 career forced fumbles, 5th in NFL history. In 2002, as a rookie, he racked up 13 sacks and led the league in forced fumbles. That speed off the edge changed the way defenses were built. His partnership with Mathis, pure chaos for QBs, they were the defensive counterpunch to Manning's offense. And without them, there's no Lombardi Trophy in Indy. And while Freeney was wreaking havoc on quarterbacks, there was one man on the other side of the ball who was quietly building his own Hall of Fame resume. And in the biggest moments, he was the one fans trusted most. And that brings us to the 4th face on our Colts Mount Rushmore. He's the bridge between the Harrison era and the modern Colts. He's the man who delivered when it mattered most. Six Pro Bowls, over 14,000 yards, 82 touchdowns, second only to Harrison in nearly every Colts receiving record. Wayne was clutch, His 53-yard touchdown in the 2006 AFC Championship was the turning point of the game. And his leadership? He once played the day after his brother passed away, honoring him with a shirt that read, "Mi hermano." He finished with 168 yards that day. That's not just talent, that's heart. Now he's back with the Colts as their wide receivers coach, passing that same fire to the next generation. Of course, narrowing this list to just 4 leaves out some absolute legends. Because let's be honest, limiting this to 4 is almost criminal. These Colts legends could each have a case for their own spot on the mountain. Johnny Unitas, the original Colts icon, a pioneer at quarterback, 3-time NFL champion, and the standard for toughness in the pre-Super Bowl era. Edgerrin James, Hall of Fame running back, back-to-back rushing titles, and the perfect complement to Manning and Harrison in that high-powered offense. Raymond Berry, a Hall of Fame wideout in the Baltimore era, famous for his precision routes and glue-like hands. Gino Marchetti, feared defensive end of the 50s and 60s, regarded as one of the greatest pass rushers in NFL history. Robert Mathis, sack artist, forced fumble king, and Dwight Freeney's perfect tag team partner on the edge. Jeff Saturday, the heart of the offensive line, snapping to Manning for over a decade and anchoring one of the NFL's best protection units. Bob Sanders, the hitman safety whose intensity helped lead the Colts defense to their Super Bowl 41 title. Art Donovan, larger-than-life Hall of Fame defensive tackle from the Baltimore days, known for his dominance on the field and personality off it. Marshall Faulk only spent 5 years in Indy, but his versatility as a runner and receiver was years ahead of its time. Adam Vinatieri, the clutchest kicker ever, game winner after game winner, including in the playoffs. Andrew Luck, the talented QB who carried the franchise through a transition era, known for his toughness and intelligence. Raymond Chester, Pro Bowl tight end in the 1970s, a reliable weapon in the Colts' passing attack. And to understand just how all these legends fit into Colts history, you've got to look at the franchise's journey as a whole. The Colts' journey started in Baltimore, where they built a championship legacy in the 50s and 60s. But in 1984, the team relocated to Indianapolis, beginning a new chapter. The early years were rough until Peyton Manning arrived in '98. From there, the Colts became a model of consistency, winning double-digit games year after year, and finally hoisting the Lombardi Trophy after the 2006 season. Through the years, the Colts have been defined by offensive innovation, defensive disruption, and legendary leaders. Exactly the kind of players who make our Mount Rushmore. 4 faces: Peyton Manning, Marvin Harrison, Dwight Freeney, Reggie Wayne. Each one brought something unique: brains, hands, speed, heart. Together, they turned Indianapolis into a football city and gave Colts fans memories that'll last forever. So, who's on your Colts Mount Rushmore? Let's hear it in the comments. And if you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next one.